Hi, it's Laurie Hurley, the Social Networking Navigator, on day 4 of Stuff Your Social Media Stocking Stuffer with Tinsel-tastic tips, tools, and techniques. Now yesterday, day 3, we talked about LinkedIn, and today I'm going to finish up LinkedIn for you with 3 important tips I'd like to share. The first one is to go to the navigation bar on LinkedIn and click on Groups. Under Groups, you'll find many different categories of business and services that you might identify with. For example, I'm in the tutoring industry and there are many groups involving education, private tutoring, homeschooling, and I have joined 12 of them. And the reason I joined is that I can participate in conversation and have an ongoing dialogue with like-minded individuals such as myself and exchange business ideas and just start a conversation. And from being in these groups, I have actually discovered that I have been referred by a couple of people in my groups. I have been contacted independently of LinkedIn and offered several consulting positions and other business that has to relate to my tutoring business. I also belong to groups regarding social media, and this is a great place for me to just exchange information with other social media coaches. Not always about getting business, but you never know when somebody might be looking for a keynote speaker or something else in social media where they will remember me because I engage and they will contact me. So regardless of what industry you're in, take a look at groups, try to find at least 2 or 3 that interest you, and start participating in the conversation. I think it will pay off for you in the end. The second thing I want to point out on the navigation bar is another category called Other, and if you click on that, you'll find a subcategory called Answers. Now, under Answers, again, you can sort by service industry, and you will find people that post questions about certain things. So, for example, if somebody posts a question about social media, or about the new Google Plus business pages, or about tutoring or education, those would be questions that I would answer. And all you simply do is go in and answer the question and make sure you post your name so people can get back to you. And another way to just participate in the dialogue, stay active on LinkedIn. Even if you're not in corporate America, there's still lots of opportunities to expose yourself on this important social media venue. So be sure that you do that. Look up some answers and participate in them, and look up some groups. And the last thing I want to tell you is when you reach 500 connections on LinkedIn, you become a LinkedIn Open Networker, and you can put after your name those initials LION, L-I-O-N. And basically what that means is that you have reached a certain point on LinkedIn with 500 connections or more where you can pretty much network with anybody in the LinkedIn atmosphere. Now, if you're not into titles and you're not into initials, it's not going to really affect you one way or another. But in my opinion, if you have 500 solid connections and they all have to do with your industry or your service or your product, and you can go around and visit many groups and make comments everywhere, I think that's a plus. Why not is what I say, just as long as those 500 connections are active and you are interacting with them and you don't just collect 500 random people. It can be very beneficial for you. So I hope you've learned something from these past 2 days about LinkedIn. Don't sell it short just because you're not in corporate America. Go on and take a look at it, see how you can participate, and don't forget to visit my blog, which is noted here on my video, sign up for my newsletter, and have a chance to win my ebook, 52 Ways to Soar Down the Social Media Superhighway. I will be giving away 12 copies at the end of this series. Thanks very much for tuning in, and happy holidays.